Congratulations,
Thank
Kristin.
you. I've been pregnant for a year and a half, and the baby finally came out.
Kristin, I wanted to kind of kick off the conversation with, you know, the album title is For the Girls. And this really is an album for the girls. What made you want to do this album?
Well, I didn't really set out, you know, we're having a renaissance as women, right? I didn't really set out, though, to do a women power. I just wrote down a bunch of songs I always wanted to sing, and it was like 500, and I whittled it down to 50, and whittled it down to 30, and whittled it down to these. There were some that didn't make the record, which I will talk about, but I just wanted people to know that the lanes are getting bigger, the lanes are getting wider, and the roles, there are none. I've been gotten in trouble before for getting out of my lane. Oh, you do opera, so you go stay over there. Oh, you do music theater, you stay over there. Oh, you do country, you stay over there. No, I'm like, why can't we do it all?
You do it all. You do it all. And this is for the girls, but the boys can enjoy it too.
It's for the men who love us.
I'm first in line. All right, so let's talk about some of the songs that did make the cut.
Yes.
The Way We Were, I Will Always Love You, Crazy, Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? I mean, it's like the best of everything.
I wanted people to look at a record of mine and go, you know, the beautiful thing about being on Broadway and classical music is that a lot of people, that you know, they find you that way. But sometimes your CDs, you know, they don't know On a Turquoise Cloud, you know? They don't know those songs, and I wanted an album where people go, I know that song, I know that song. I did. It's also scary.
You have some guest appearances on your show, and I gotta point out Dolly Parton singing with you. I know that means a lot to you because we talked a lot about this over the years. She is one of your idols and a dear friend of yours. So what was it like recording that song that she wrote and she made famous?
Still not completely understanding that it happened. I played it today to make sure it was real. I really can't. I went to her and I said, can we do Here You Come Again, looking better than a body. Always loved that song. No one's ever really done it. She said, well, if we're going to do a song, I want to do one I wrote, you know? I'm like, she's not going to give me the song. And she said, why don't we do, well, how about let's do I Will Always Love You? I'm like,
Whitney what?
I know! And so we didn't get to record it together, but you know, luckily we have Skype, FaceTime video, right? And I sent my track to her, and she sent her back to me, and I cried. You know, I was shooting a movie in Atlanta, and I'm like randomly crying. People in Atlanta are like, "What's going on over there?" I'm like, "Oh, I can't talk about it, but something really amazing just happened." Anyway, I videoed her back, and she said, "I don't know if you're crying because you like it or hate it." But I mean, she could sing the phone book, and I mean, it's a dream come true, really. I mean, really, if it's over tomorrow, I'm happy.
Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful rendition of that song, and it's not over for sure. I also have to point out one of my other favorite tracks on the album is You Don't Own Me, which you do with Ariana Grande. Now, Kristin, let's talk about Ariana, because she is, you're her mentor. She looks up to you, and now you guys record a tune together.
Well, I always feel nervous. I never really like to reach out to my friends to ask them favors because I don't want them to feel like pressure. You know, I don't want to be yet another person to go like, can you show up at my da-da-da, you know, they're tired, they have lives, they're busy. She's the biggest star on the planet. And I was thinking about, gosh, I wonder what song we could do. And she's always kind of reminded me of Leslie Gore. And I always go back to the original source, you know. And Leslie, I love Dusty's version of You Don't Know Me, but I'm going to hear it more in the Leslie Gore sound. And I had it fully orchestrated and added an electric guitar to it so it could be old school and new school meets. My final question was, you know, Ariana, I think I kind of picked this song for you and I, and you don't have to do it. The answer can be no, that's allowed, you know? And we'll still have coffee and talk next week. And she said, she cried, she said, I would give anything to do it. I mean, I just can't believe it, you know what I mean? Like, that's another one I played today, and I was like, yeah, that happened. And actually, the truth is, Frank, I did a version of it, sent it in, she did her part, sent it back, and I was like, I have to redo mine. She inspired me because at the end I just kind of let her take it. And then she was, I wish you'd join me more on the end, Kristin. Kristin, I wish you'd join me more on the end. She's such a precious little angel. I was like, I think you're right. And we kind of have the same, actually, believe it or not, pitch. So she made me better. She made me better. I might be mentoring her or being there for her as a person who's come before her, but she's taught me too.
Well, Kristin, for our folks in the audience who don't know, there's this great picture, and you guys, I'm sure you can find it online, when she met you for the first time backstage at Wicked, and it was kind of full circle moment when you guys did the NBC special together.
It was. So her Nana brought her to see Wicked, and she was 10, and her Nana goes, hi, Miss Kristin, this is Ariana, my granddaughter, and she likes to sing, and she wants to be a singer like you, and I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Good luck. And then her Nana goes, sing something, and Ariana's like, no, doing her amazing vocal at this young age, and I was like, So I have this little wand, and as I like to feel like my character, so I had pink and glitter. It was just like Glenda threw up in the room, right? I gave her a wand and I said, keep this and just keep doing it, follow your dream. And of course, Skip too. She did all right. And then here we are. And then when we did Hairspray Live together, it's just been, I'm very proud of how she's handled such, she's very young, and but she's a very old soul, and she's had a lot of great times and a lot of hard times. And the way she's handled herself, I'm very, I proudly say how incredibly proud I am of her. Yes, I love her music, duh. But I love her as a person and as a young lady.
We can give applause for that. So you tackle Crazy by Patsy Cline.
No, if I tackled it, it's the one.
You more than tackled it.
Really?
Because your rendition is fantastic. And you put the Kristin stamp on it. Guys, am I right? You heard it, right? Was that the toughest one to tackle? Why?
Didn't want to do it, wanted to sing Patsy, but I can imitate her. And I was imitating her instead of singing it like I would. And I couldn't do it, I couldn't sing it any way other than hearing Patsy. The cry and the voice, every note is a money note. How do you sing Patsy Cline? So I thought with Steve Tyrell a little bit, my producer, and I said, I'm not going to do it. Because he said, you are completely imitating Patsy. I said, I know it. I don't know how. I cannot do it. We put it away for 6 months. I said, it's not going on the record. I am not going to do Crazy. He said, you're going to find it. Quit listening to her. I was like, well, that's like asking me not to drink water, because there's certain people that I listen to every day, right? I did quit listening. I did my best. It's the one on the record, and I think it's very fair, and I should say to especially my young artists that it's okay to still have doubts about certain things. I did my version. I'm very happy with it, but it's Patsy's song. And I'm just going to say that. It's Patsy's song. I know what it means for me. I'll never tell, because I finally found what it was for me. It's a very different version. But if you don't think I'm this, I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I mean, I wanted to do that.
You can do both. You can do both, and they got the bonus tonight.
Yeah.
I love the story when I was doing my research on you, reading about your mother's relationship with Carole King. And that was kind of tribute to your family growing up.
Well, I mean, she wore out Tapestry, wore it out. And I remember she had this, Poochie, she wore, colorful scarves and frosted lipstick, and I was always mesmerized at my mom, and she'd, listen to Carole King. That's what it represents to me, and I thought, how can I not have Carole King on the record? And with the success of Beautiful Jessie's version, I was just like, do I dare? Again, find it what it is for you and do it. And honestly, that was one of the bigger surprises for me, because again, I was scared. But I think it's, no matter how confident you are, everybody here has insecurities, right? We all have our issues, and believe it or not, I have a lot, and I have insecurity too. and no one believes that, but I was scared, and I just thought, what's the word mean? Will you still love me tomorrow? I've asked those questions of people. I've been in relationships where I've said, wonder how they're going to feel when they get the real one, the real deal, the girl at night that takes off her makeup and her hair. You know, is he still going to like me? Is he going to love me tomorrow? That's what it became for me. And so as long as I did my truth, I felt better about it.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Kristin. Friends here. One of the things I'm most excited for is that you recently announced you were coming back to Broadway. Celebrating for the girls. All right. Again, we're all friends in this room.
Yeah,
Give us some
we are.
scoop.
Yeah.
What's happening with this show?
Okay, well, you know I'm going to sing Popular because I'll be killed if I don't.
Wait, just share with us what your mother said about Popular, and that you told me when we were doing the Wicked special last year about Streisand and her song.
Oh, I can't remember what she got it messed up. She got it all messed up. She said, oh, what did she say about it?
Well, your mom said, like, you always have to sing Popular because that's your song. You're so lucky to have a song.
Yeah, oh, yeah, because I said, oh, Pop, that's what it was. Because she also was like, just love that Frozen. I'm like, Mom, that's Adina's song. And not in Wicked. She's like, no, it's Let It Go. It was in Wicked. I'm like, no. She sang it so well. I was like, she sang Defying Gravity, Mom. Different show. God bless her.
And Popular is yours.
And Popular, like, so sometimes I moan and say, oh, I've got to do Popular. And the reason I moan is not because I don't want to sing it. It's because I don't want to disappoint. Because people go, I saw her do it when, right? And I don't want to be like, oh crap, she didn't do it the same. So I constantly have to feel like I have to keep topping myself, when in actuality I don't. It is what it is. I can just sing it.
But you've topped yourself because you do it in like 10 different languages
I
now.
do it Japanese, Chinese, German, and Italian.
Hello. It's amazing.
Heiß geliebt und wer das ist heiß geliebt. I mean, I can't stop myself. It's what happens to me at night.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
So, for the girls on Broadway, we're getting Popular. What else are we
We're
getting?
getting some special guest stars every night.
Any names?
I mean, I can give a couple of them away. Shoshana Bean will be there. Yeah, I can't give any more.
Jill's gonna kill us.
Thanks, Shoshana. Yeah, I'm already dead for that. But it's gonna be really, really special. And of course, I'm gonna want to do some songs that got cut because I want people to see the process of a little known fact. One of the songs that got cut was Bonnie Raitt, I Can't Make You Love Me. And I can't even talk about it because it's one of my favorite songs, and the recording and the instrumentation, the arrangement is so good. But you know, when you put a puzzle together, sometimes it just, you know what I mean. But I missed it so much that in the arrangement, I asked Steve Tyrell, I said, can we have a little bit of that, and I Will Always Love You? Can I still pay tribute to Bonnie? And so if you listen to the opening measures of I Will Always Love You, you hear it's just a little known fact. That's again what goes on at night. It's crazy town. I also, you know, I'll do songs that are connected with me for sure, but you know, I've been watching that Ken Burns documentary on the country music. I don't know if you guys have been watching it. And one of the artists said, if you don't continue to keep moving forward with music, then you can't really keep visiting the past. That gets stale. So in order to keep that fresh, and I always will, I have to continue to move forward. So I'm going to do a lot of new stuff. The last time I did Broadway, it was My Love Letter to Broadway. It was a Broadway show, okay? It had a set. This is going to be stripped down, much like the album cover. My dad's like, you forgot your pants. I'm not wearing any pants, Kristin. It's like that was a choice. Anyway, I just want it to be more in a concert vibe. It's smaller than the Montana, it's the Nederlander, and it'll be more intimate. And I just can't wait. I'm trying to bet on myself. I told you before tonight that I was nervous about it. I'm not afraid to say I'm nervous.
We're all buying tickets, right?
Please come.
Don't be nervous. We're gonna be there.
Please come. Bring your friends, strangers. Grab people off the street.
Kristin, before I open the room to questions from the audience, I just want to ask, you know, you've done Broadway so many times, and you will forever be Broadway's own, the Tony Award-winning Kristin Chenoweth. So you're coming back to Broadway, but what has been the most memorable experience, the most meaningful experience for you on stage?
I know everybody wants. I always wanted to show. Remember, I won a Tony Award for a show that closed the next day, so I was wanting to show that people had heard of. I wanted that Les Mis, that Phantom. I wanted that. I'm not ashamed to admit it, and of course, Wicked is that. However, Madeline Kahn was such a unique talent. She was unique, maybe not for everybody, but somebody, again, like much how I looked at Dolly and how I looked at Carol, I looked at Madeline Kahn. It's like, I get her. And I always, it's ironic that we're speaking today because Adolph Green and Betty Comden told me when I was young, I did my very first record, they came to hear me sing a song, If, of theirs that I recorded. Nobody knows this. And they said, you should do our show when you get a little older on the 20th century. In fact, nobody will do it until you're ready. We won't allow it. So I'm like, okay, I'm young. I'm like, all right, bye. I don't know. And then Phyllis Newman, who we just lost, said to me when we had our opening night, she said, Adolph's happy, Betty's happy, and Madeline's happy. And how Prince came, and I knew that in that moment, he was very proud. And for me, to get to do the bucket list of the role told by the composers themselves, it had never been revived until me, and for me. I mean, I hope that doesn't sound, I don't mean it to sound arrogant at all.
You were brilliant.
I'm just saying that
You were
it
brilliant.
happened.